Hello everyone, Wardfire here, and we are on our... Wow, I didn't even check before I started. I think this is number 15. I think this is our Steam Rabbithole game number 15. I don't know if the music is loud now, but okay. I know I should probably mute the music so we don't have like copyright issues. Anyways, I know it's boring without music, but anyway. This is the Banner Saga number 1. There's a Banner Saga 2 as well. Since we're on the letter B. And the game came out in January 2014, I think, and I apparently got it like basically last of December 2014. So that's cool. Let's do new game. Okay. Or not. Oh. The gods are dead. No one's talking, okay. In their wake, man and giant survived through a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern wastes. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped. The sun. Okay. Zetterlund. I can see that it says in the background. Stoic. Okay, so there's still music here. Hopefully it's not too copyrighted.
It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
That was not Swedish they were speaking when they weren't texting. It's not Swedish, but it sounds like something similar. I can't decide if it's like some sort of Norwegian, if it's Icelandic, if it's some sort of Old Norse. In that case, Icelandic would be the closest. It's not Swedish, but it sounds very similar. Anyways. We seem to be giants here, so you've arrived just in time. The chieftain in red and his men are now looking at a tougher fight than they bargained for. Drag around the screen to see your surroundings. Click the check mark to continue. Oh, there's a poor bear. What? No, why are you doing that to the poor bear? Ew. Let it go. These portraits show the order of initiative, taking turns from left to right. Your allies are blue, the enemy is red. It is your turn to act. Movement happens before action. This ring around your shield banger is active. The blue tiles around him show where he can move. What is this dude doing, just standing there? Some characters fill more tiles than others. The horned allies are a race of giants called Varl, who take up 4 tiles each, while humans fill a single tile. This can have a huge impact on your strategy. Click the tile you want to move to, then click the checkmark to confirm. Move your shield banger here to get him into attack range. To target an enemy, click on the tile on which they stand. All ally tiles are blue, the enemies are red. Target this enemy now by clicking his tile. You can choose to either attack the enemy's strength or break his armor. The numbers beneath each icon, 2 and 5, show the damage you will do to that stat. Strength counts as both health and damage. A loss of 2 strength means you'll now do less damage. If strength falls to 0, the character falls in battle. Armor blocks strength damage, but can be reduced by a break attack. By breaking armor, you open them up to take more damage in the future. This enemy has only 5 strength remaining. A strength attack will kill him. Click the fist now to attack his strength, then confirm your choice. He's down. Each time you make a kill, your renown grows, which is used later to improve your characters. After taking an action, your turn ends. Next up is the enemy. Turns always alternate, even if you are outnumbered. Despite being at full strength, the chieftain will do little damage against your shield banger's high armor. Now it's your Warhawk's turn. He appears to be out of range of these enemies, but all characters can use willpower to boost their actions. Willpower is a limited resource, so use it wisely. By clicking on gold tiles, a character can move further than usual, but at the cost of 1 willpower per gold tile. Red pulsing tiles beneath your enemy show how close you'll have to be to get in range. Move your Warhawk into range now. Attack range, I mean. Oh, here is the willpower. Standard attacks only affect a single enemy, but your Warhawk has a special ability that gives him a unique advantage. Click your Warhawk's tile to access his ability. Clicking your character's tile will bring up all his combat options, including move, ability, attack, and end turn. Click the purple ability icon now. Oh, I see. Here is the... here's the order. The ability description appears on the tooltips below. The Warhawk's Tempest allows them to slam multiple enemies at once. Select an enemy and then confirm your choice. Tempest, strike adjacent enemies in a spin attack. Rank 1, normal strength, damage to 2 adjacent enemies going clockwise from target. Pillage. That made quick work of the chieftain's bodyguards. When there's only 1 enemy left, players enter pillage mode. During pillage, each character moves in order and there are no more guaranteed turns. Check the initiative to see how the order has changed. Your allies now get to move twice in a row. If a character does not move on his turn, he can rest to regain 1 willpower. The chieftain will rest this turn. Looks like the chieftain is in some trouble. Your shield banger won't be able to finish the job with a normal attack, but willpower can be used to boost your damage. Click the chieftain's tile to attack. Click the fist and then the stars above the fist to add willpower. The number of stars available each turn are determined by your exertion stat. You'll see the damage number go up as you add willpower. Click the star and then the green check mark to kill this enemy. Victory! Your foe's lying dead at your feet. Something. Okay, sure.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other. Even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. 12 families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade, quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his lust. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I'm in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight, and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Okay. Chapter 1, only the sun has stopped. It's kind of random, but okay. And sudden. You are approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the great hall. He cuts to the chase. Okay. Eirik, steward of Strand. I manage the governor's business. Ubin, isn't it? It is. I'm just here for the tithe. What do you want? It is. The governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. Seems a bit chaotic around here, Eirik. What did you have in mind? I didn't exactly agree. What did you have in mind? Scalfings that you didn't hack up in the great hall. Well, scalfings that you didn't hack up in the great hall scattered after you took out their chieftain. The governor just wants to make sure they stay down. Was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us. Okay. Click the market tent to visit the merchant. Let me handle this. You meander through rows of open-faced houses and eroded stalls. Colored canvases flap on a briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. Had, I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking to you? The Scalfing's chieftain bled out about an hour ago, Had. So when you tell me that what rat anus the rest of them crawled back into, nobody's going to try to kill you this time. They don't talk to me. Eirik, need some help here? I don't have the patience for this. Say nothing. Had, I had a change of heart. I hope you do give us a hard time. Had sweats visibly, fumbling with some dirty trinkets on his table. Wait, just buy one of these. If everybody thinks I'm getting worked over every week, how am I supposed to know much? Just a little food money, yeah? Intimidate him, pay him, do nothing. Pay him. Sure. You toss a sliver of silver on the table. Both men look at you with surprise. Had gestures meekly to a variety of junk from his stall. Take whatever you like. Only thing I'd like is the name of a place. Nobleman, up by East Wall, but that was months ago, last I know. Had skulks away with a wave of Eirik's hand, gathering things from his hovel. Disappearing for a while until this blows over, you figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. Are we done here? Gunnulf. Ubin. Gunnulf. Were you wearing green back at the Great Hall? No, just bought 'em while you were walking around. Why? You look like a frog. No reason. They look good. I'm glad you care. Gunnulf goes off to look at more stalls. Eirik, that man of yours seems unreliable at best. A blind dog wouldn't trust Had, but he used to be Scalfing. If they're licking their wounds, they've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. Nobleman is a Medhall? Best I can tell, the name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of these skulls in the ground. I'm going to find him. I'll meet you there. Shouldn't we have an approach of some sort? Where's this place again? After this, I'm done here. Shouldn't we have an approach of some sort? What a luxury. Come on, you've already mopped up worse today. Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe. Oh, that's what Ubin says. Yeah. I'll remind him. Mead House. With a big neon sign on it, of course. You arrive in front of what must be Nobleman. A few minutes later, Eirik appears with a weather-beaten man introduced as Valgard. I'll point them out, Eirik says over his shoulder. Ready? Let's get over with. You're walking through the front door? I'd rather sit this one out. You're walking through the front door? Oh, people. They ran to a med house, says Valgard. I'll be surprised if they can stand up straight right now. Okay, here we go. Valgard boots the front door open so hard it won't close again without repairs. As you enter the hall, Eirik is already at the head of the table, his axe drawn. Wide-eyed, drunken Scalfings scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and med stains in the process. Ubin is just standing back there. Okay. Oh, look at that. We're making food. Hello. Oh, an entire boar. Wow, this is a big place. Damn, this is a big hall. What? Anyways. Whoa, 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 battle. I was hoping for more of a fight than this. Look at them, it's gonna be butchery. What if we let them walk? Rest. Let them walk to us. Honestly. That's what I usually do. Let them use their... all their movement. Okay, they're shielding each other, I guess. I usually let them come to me. Oh, wow. Okay, then. Can you, like, chill, please? Yeah, you can be too much waiting, of course, but, no. Oh, willpower. Okay, you know what? Ta-da! Okay, fine. We'll move. Oh, I could actually... blocks damage to strength and armor for 1 round. Sure, let's do that. You were moving. Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. I was gonna hit my friend. Oh. I mean, good, you came back here. Now we can do Tempest. No one died. That sucks. Raid Master. I got an achievement. Oh shit! What? Oh no. Warden. Pillage. -4, overkill. No! Gunnulf, come back! Defeat an enemy with a raid master. Defeat an enemy with a warden. Yeah, the achievements I got. Promotion! Tempered by Gunnulf is promoted. Has been injured in battle. Damn. Consequence. 10 renown. Okay, is Gunnulf gonna come back? He's not dead, is he? There they are. Gods be damned. I've got to go wash up this blood. Eirik is looking out the hall's window onto the bay. A fleet of longships approach with sails of bold reds and blues. One banner I know well. Vugnir. Next for Varl kingship last we spoke. The other flag looks important. Yes, yeah, important guests. See what I deal with all day long? Ah, things make a little more sense. You hoped I'd have a stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal guests arrived. Not me, the governor. Now I have to make sure there are no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the great hall before they come by. Can I ask one more favor? No, Eirik, I've done enough already. What is it? If you happen to stall our guests down on the docks, I wouldn't object. Maybe I will. Eirik and Valgard hustle from the medhouse. To his credit, Eirik tosses the barkeep a spar of silver for the mess. You give an apologetic shrug and go to greet the new arrivals down at the docks. Alright. Gunnulf, I'm so sorry! Oh, docks. Vugnir. A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. In your mind you recall a much younger version tramping the halls of Grofheim, abundant in purpose. Gods, Ubin, you're looking ancient. Comes with being old. And if there is a Vugnir, there must be Hakon. Must there? Still bleeding tributes from the poor old yaks. At what age do you lose a sense of shame? Jorundr demands it. I'll take that over lingering to death in Grofheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. Jorundr, that definitely sounds like a giant name. Just returned from Arberang, in fact. And glad for it. Hakon motions to the other ships in the bay, sail still fluttering, golden wolf head emblazoned on red, the king of men or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp. The king's son, Ludin. Don't you know Scrivener? I don't know if this is English or Scandinavian because there's a C, which throws me off because we use K. Scrivener? We visit his capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. Oh, the king's son, Ludin. Oh, I get it. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, Hakon has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hakon. Then you're going to Grofheim? I have the distinct feeling I finished my business in Strand and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should. Give it a day. In better circumstances, I drink a week away, but let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where is Mugr? Hakon, have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few, others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Mugr. See you in the morning, Scrivener. I'll be along. The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Ludin looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. The long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years, you think. Sounds like it. Weariness suddenly settles in. You chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Vugnir's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakon, or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. Click a talk icon to converse with one of your heroes. Okay, where can I see my... We have great morale. No, I want to see how is Gunnheim doing, whatever. Let's talk to Hakon, I guess. Scrivener. You find Hakon in a medhouse surrounded by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Hakon waves you over. Went straight for a flagon? Vugnir's the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. No surprise. What this time? When I got here, the great hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Ha, humans. I guess if I only lived as long as a Yox fart, I might be desperate to make something of myself too. It's not too late to start trying, Hakon. Hakon let slip a low chuckle. Any Varl would recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swath through Dredge at Vognir's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. Down here I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point. Just another reason to get back to Grofheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the medhouse becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside. I guess this is Ludin, then. Is this the right place? You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for Ludin. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Ludin. Oh, you're with Vognir? I don't remember you. Not exactly. I've known Vognir a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grofheim with my guards. Ludin looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. Why? I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital. We crossed by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? Just to introduce myself. I hope to learn more about you. I have a habit of recording history. I thought we might talk about your visit. Sure, let's go with that one. A Vard historian? Aha. Don't you already know? Your king and mine both have been practically trumpeting it throughout the cities. I've been on the road for a while, I'm afraid. Ludin takes a deep sigh. Whether tired or ungracious you aren't certain. Maybe both. A formality, mostly. Vognir came to our capital in Arberang, and now we go to the Varl's capital in Grofheim to cement this grand alliance for the next age of men and Varl. You sound unconvinced. There's no need for it, and it's damn cold up here. You get the sense he's struggling not to complain outright. You take the opportunity to excuse yourself. Yeah, seems like a nice dude. I guess we're going to the Great Hall, then. Can I... Oh, I can. Okay, Great Hall. -1 supplies. At dawn, you're awoken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with a sun that never moves. The governor's crest adorns the supply leathers. All there, just as promised, to your mild surprise. You wonder if Eirik had anything to do with that. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Vognir is already here. A while later, Ludin and his men appear, groggy and disheveled. Mogr steps forward. Vognir's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. We have no choice, so I guess we're ready. You follow Mogr and join the others. Usually the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort, just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand well as a whole, you think. Okay. Oh. Oh, we're leaving! Oh ho ho ho! Okay then. That is one very long flag. What is that? -6 supplies. Morale declined. Alright, I guess we're going to Vedrfell. We're going to Vedrfell. I guess I could click on it, maybe? To make it go faster? No? Okay. The caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Mogr, cracking open med casks. From our gracious friend, the governor of Strand. Hours pass with raucous laughter as the med is passed through camp. Mead. Maybe the mead is passed throughout camp. Mead. Raucous laughter. Drink a little, drink a lot, toast to Vognir. I guess. You raise your drink, toasting the alliance between man and Varl. The others join in. Ludin's expression is like a stone wall, but the others laugh at your exaggerations. Eventually you sit down beside Vognir. Chat with Vognir, drink merrily, go easy on the drink. Chat with Vognir. Thanks for the speech, slurs Vognir. Wow. Fun company. Looks like you didn't have to miss out after all. Thanks to Mogr, I thought the damn governor would never shut up. Did he give you the history of his entire family? He tried, then he asked me to clean up his mess, for your benefit, turns out. I'd have given the job to you too. Gods, there's no joy in politics. Speaking of, what happened after this business with Ludin? What happens? Hopefully the boy goes back to Arberang on his own, and I can take out some frustration on Dredge or something. Starting to sound like Hakon. You don't like the life of a diplomat? Haha, don't you miss the fight, Ubin? You down your mead instead of replying. Vugnir slouches and shakes his head. There's no great joy in killing Dredge, but pretty sure this nonsense is some scheme between the two kings to force some kind of lineage. Used to be, warriors would follow you for what you'd done. Isn't that why they follow you now? Is it? Or is it because I'm the next in line? These lines are getting muddy, old Varl. They've always been muddy, Vugnir. Vugnir stares into the campfire, lost in thought. You leave him to it. Okay. You rise groggily. The campsite a casualty of merriment. Mogr is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludin stalking your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up, you nudge Vugnir. You're needed. Ah, it's Ludin. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Vugnir releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return. How long to Grufheim? Ha! We're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. This is the map of the world. You can explore it by dragging the mouse to pan and using the mouse wheel to zoom. The location of your caravan is indicated here by Ubin's icon. Okay, we have... The world map is covered with many locations and holds much lore. You can explore the map at any time, clicking on locations for more information. Okay, so over here we have Shiver Rock. To the north of Ridgehorn, 2 long mountains rise out of the vast, like icy spines. To their alarm, Varl, stationed in Ridgehorn, would frequently see Dredge appearing on the rocks, somehow emerging from below. Fortunately, the Dredge cannot swim, and while they are a reminder of to remain vigilant, they pose no meaningful threat. Ridgehorn. One of the 6 horns built into the foot of the long reach. When you finish reaching blah 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 blah. Ridgehorn looks out over Dengler's Bay and Strand, built at a time when Dredge regularly emerged from the deep fjords nearby, threatening commerce. Over time, the Dredge diminished near Ridgehorn, then stopped altogether, the fort falling to disuse. Spine Isles. Smattering of rocks emerged from Dengler's Bay as if a sea serpent was coiled up in the water, its spines breaking the waves. Over time, the spines have eroded, fallen, and become a general nuisance for longships, but this seems to have had little impact on trade between Arberang and Strand. The Vast. The waters of the west were named not for their reach, but for their depth. Longships lost even somewhat close to shore are best considered gone to the depths forever. Then we have the left foot, the right foot, Dengler's Bay, Karlsfjord, Strand, Flatavalar Plains, Stickil, Backsfjord, Seahorn, Southbridge, Blue River, Vithagr. Under, Longhall Road, Landsbridge, Akur, North. Wow, there's so many places. What? Here's Arberang. I guess that's where the... From humble beginnings to the eventual seat of power for the king, Arberang is the most populated and contested city throughout the human lands. Its towering obsidian walls have been pulled from the depths by the weaving powers of the Menders. As each new generation of residents builds another ring of walls, the city continues to grow larger, more indulgent, and more dangerous. The Old Wood. Dalaland. Plains of Slaughter. Asar. An adopted name for the point at which the horse-born first spied mountains from their long level plains. The sight of tall earth worried them so much they immediately turned back to the flat familiarity of Dalalond, or so the story goes. Dalalond, a land of valleys where the horse-born withdrew during the Great Wars and now roam in nomadic packs. The warmer lands to the south are as sprawling and empty as they are unexplored. Longships that have sailed along its coast have found little reason to return. Sounds like centaurs. Ormsfjord. The mouth of Fiska Bay is where the Ormsa River begins. Despite a single opening, the Ormsa River moves swiftly enough to carry ships long distances in a short amount of time. Svartbog. A stinking mire of mud and marsh, and a crushing disappointment to Strom and the other early men hoping to carve out a new land for themselves in the east. Even the horse-born do not linger where the earth pulls the unwary into the ground with every seeping step. Stromlund. Rundwall was once a vast nation. The civil war divided mankind, and a leader named Strom set out for the east, intent on creating a new kingdom there. The dream died with Strom, and the lands would become unified again, but the name stuck. Rindwall. In the First Great War, men of Varl fought viciously for Rundwall's abundant farmlands and coasts overflowing with fish. Only with the help of the Menders would Rundwall eventually become the home of Arberang, the capital of men, and Manahar, where the Menders could gather in council. Wonder who the Menders are. Greywater Sea. What is this? Brackish Sea. Not much is said about the Brackish Sea, except for occasionally, at least it's not the Brackish Sea, or as long as we don't end up in the Brackish Sea. By no means the most treacherous waters, they are widely held as the least pleasant, thick as sludge and equally fragrant. Sounds great. What is up here then? I could sit with this map all day probably. Dundrus Beard, Strait of Heroes. What is this? Valka Jokul. At the Great War's end, it was the Valka, the first Menders, who would push the dredge so far into the north that they were no longer a threat. Some believe the Valka committed genocide of an unfathomable magnitude. Others believe the dredge were forced to return underground, for not even they can survive these bleak, lifeless, icy plains. In any case, if the dredge could be said to inhabit any lands, it is those named after their vanquishers. Grofheim, the last home of the Varl and seat of their power, founded by Arnfinnr, the second Varl king. Though the Varl have moved around a lot, most consider Grofheim their capital. The deeds of Varl are honored here, and all warriors of worth are buried at the foot of the two spears, where they are said to become part of the Varl's march itself. Okay, so we're here, and we're going up there. Cool. Oh, Hraun. Oh well. We head north, then east, past the forts. Grofheim's far from Strand, going to be a long march. You should have drank last night, Ludin. Why not take the ships to Skrymirstead? What's the point of marching? The Silverstone Bay is called out for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships. Too bad, though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Skrymirstead. A half-sunken city sprawling with dredge prints, dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers? Ludin exhales through the nose, a poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. Don't poke the anthill, Vugnir. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop off to. Ludin's got a shorter wick than Hakon. Thanks, Vugnir. Let's get moving. Another half day to Vedrfell if we're lucky. Camp. Camp is where you manage your caravan. During travel, you can enter camp at any time by tapping the camp button on the travel HUD. While at camp or in towns, you can upgrade your allies or equip items in the hero's tent. You can pass time by using the rest tent. Resting will improve the caravan's morale. A high morale will reduce casualties in war and affect your willpower in combat. Each passing day will use supplies, so only rest when necessary. The training tent will allow you to safely try out any characters in a mock battle. Tap leave at the bottom of the campsite when you're ready to get back to the road. Hero's tent. Injuries. One or more of your units is injured. Injured units can still fight, but have a penalty to max strength equal to the number of days wounded. They heal as time passes when resting in a camp. Click on a unit to view stats, promote ranks, and learn about abilities. Click on the ability button to learn about the unit's abilities. Tempest. Can I don't have any points available. Promote! Promotion! The greatest warriors on the battlefield are those who live past their first battles to start a journey down the path of legend. Higher stats, increase your item rank. You sure you want to promote for 5 renown? Oh, okay. Yeah. This unit has points available to spend on improving stats. Activate on the one of the plus buttons above. Okay, what does this do? Let's do that. I don't even know what these do. Gunnulf. When Ubin became the Varl king's tax collector, he was given an entourage of bodyguards to help transport gold collected across Hraun. Gunnulf is the only one from the original group still alive, and for good reason. Okay. Ludin, rank 1 Spearmaster. Okay. Gunnulf is injured. Oh no. I guess we should rest today then. I don't want to leave. I want to rest. Morale improved. And Gunnulf is improved. Training. I want to rest again. There we go. Okay, let's leave. -6 supplies.
Even the name means bad weather, where frozen wind sweeps in from the bay. They tend livestock, but most are just men driven from Strand with nowhere else to go. Why else would anyone stay? We won't stop long.
That's such a long flag. That must be so inconvenient to get stuck everywhere. Like, what? By Hadrborg. That's a lot of varl for some missing cattle. What? Couple of days back, sent word to Strand about the cattle. Didn't expect an army. He looks pleased with himself until it sinks in that you aren't here on his behalf. Where have your cattle gone? Wouldn't know. My boys seen men up the hills carrying them away. Don't know many men who can hoist a whole cow by himself. Skulfings out here, maybe? Could they have varl working for them? Not from what the governor told me. I'm going to take a look around and get camp set up. The peasant spits, his eyes anxiously darting about as the caravan sets up tents. We'll be here no more than a day. There's silver for any food you've got. For hundreds of varl? Are you serious? Whatever you're willing to sell. You thinking of squatting? Not enough room for a couple hunters here. Forget hundreds of... Shut up. Hear that? Where's Ludin? It's faint. Sounds like fighting and something else. Håkon takes off at a run. Snap. Oh dear. Where are you on your own, dude? Clicking any tile will automatically make a path. You can also set waypoints. Click once to make a waypoint. Oh. Now select the next waypoint. This is often useful when you need to avoid certain tiles. Why do I want to move there? Spearmen can attack diagonally and up to 2 tiles away. Click the top right banner to compare your stats with the enemies. Now click the enemy to... Armor blocks strength on attacks on strength. For each enemy armor higher than your strength, there's a 10% chance the attack will be deflected. Notice the chance to hit shown above the attack button. Attack this enemy's strength. 50%. Deflected attacks do no damage. From here on out, you will fail catastrophically if you don't break armor. Damaging both strength and armor is equally important. Ah, crap. I mean, the game made me do it, so... I guess these are... Yeah, these are dredge. We'll do this fight and then we'll... Bring the pain. Oh, no. No! Stop! No! Oh, you didn't really do much. Ow. No. Bring the pain. Yes, Shield Master. I got an achievement. Whenever an enemy falls in battle, 1 willpower star is added to your horn. Using the horn will give 1 willpower to an active ally. Oh shit, we need to move. No, 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 no. Oh, crap. Okay. No, stop! Ah! I told you to stop. I could have killed it, I just realized. Oh well. Got no armor left. War Master, got an achievement for that too. Oh, promotion. Poor Grundolf. Victory. Your renown grows. War Master. Shield Master. Mogr promotion. Consequences. Grundolf has been injured in battle. Yep. Yeah. So is Ludin, but yeah. You're trying to get yourself killed, Ludin? What are you doing? I was trying to get a shot in between the plates. You never seen a dredge before, boy? Ugh, what kind of... break their armor first. Where did they come from? We didn't even see them, they were just there. Hakon goes to where Vognir lies face down. The future Viking lies motionless, aside from a spreading pool of blood. Vognir's dead. Chapter 2, cut with keen-edged sword. What? Vognir's dead? What is... what? No! What? Damn. Damn! This is gonna be a problem. Wait, what is this? What's happening there? What? What? Oh, we're playing someone else now. Where did that thing come from? Shh! Stay close. I think it saw us! It's a dredge. Okay, we're playing these two now. Interesting. Deployment happens before battle. Click your units, Rook and Alette. To deploy them with the blue squares, click ready to start the battle. I'm sure this is fine. Click a unit's portrait to see information about their abilities. Light step. Move freely through allies. Mark prey. Does armor break damage. All allies within range attack the marked targets. Okay, let's rest. Let it come closer. No. Thread the needle. Hits all units between the archer and the target, doing bonus armor break damage. Oh. Okay, we will have to attack now. The sea attack. Oh. Ah, they're both archers. Ah, I should have moved. Well, he can take a couple more hits, I guess. Yes. Ow. I should use willpower, I know. Oh. Oh. Okay. Tremble. The Scourge uses his to an ally. Splinter, +3 armor damage to dredge. Causes 1 armor damage to all adjacent dredge. Okay. Eagle Eye. Okay. Your renown grows. Defeat an enemy with an eagle eye. Alright. Was that a dredge? Alette looks calm, but you can tell her heart is about to beat right out of her chest. It was. Let me see. Are you hurt? No, I'll be fine. When the dredge attacked your cart and the yacht bolted, it spilled most of your supplies. You can see more dark figures moving through the trees when you glance that direction. All that food. That's the last we're going to get before winter. What do we do? Don't run. Let me think. Get the supplies. Let's get back to Skogr. If we hurry, we can gather them before the dredge appear. Do you think you can handle more of them? No, Dad. I mean, we're already lucky to be alive. I know, it's okay. Let's go back to Skogr. Supplies. Supplies represent food and other goods used to keep everyone alive on the road. When supplies are gone, people will start to die of starvation. The more people are in the caravan, the faster supplies will diminish. You can see how many days of supplies you have left on the travel display at the top of the screen. Most towns will have supplies to sell, as well as a few items. Oh, we're here. Okay, I was like, where are the papers? Here are the papers. Morale is normal. Skogr. Skog means forest, so I guess fitting name. Okay.
I never expected to see the dredge with my own eyes. What happened in the north? Already we see more between the trees as we approach our home, and Alette grips my hand tight. We must find Ivar.
Okay. Ivar! The enormous varl in question towers over the men in the training field. He squints as you approach. Already back, Huntmaster. Thought you'd be tomorrow. Dredge! Everywhere! Dredge? How did they get through Greyhorn? Must have broken through the fort. The fighters nearby have stopped sparring. They gather around you. Damn it! They'll be here soon if they're not already. You hear screams. From the outskirts, people are running toward the Great Hall. Ivar turns to one of the older boys in his group of fighters. Egil, take Alette to the Great Hall. Tell the chieftain what's happening. The rest of you, gather up as many people as you can. Come on, Alette. No, wait! I want to help. Let them fight. Go with Egil, Alette. Let them fight, Ivar. Why not invite some ghosts to join us too? You're asking for dead kids. I won't let anything happen to her. They'll have to deal with it sooner or later, Ivar. What now? Phew. Egil, keep your shield up. We just hold them off until everyone's inside, then we figure out what to do next. More shouts draw your attention to some houses atop a nearby hill. We should be stopping to play now, but I don't know. Stuff is happening. Houses. Okay. Oh, we see the dredge here. Oh no! Oh no! Okay. We've played long enough. What is this? Oh, okay. Can I do this? Yes, I can. Okay. So, that is it for the beginning of this game. I touched it once before. I didn't get very far. I got to, like, the first battle, I think. So, it seems interesting. And I mean, I like that it's based on, like, well, Vikings and some Norse stuff. And yes, I hope you all enjoyed that. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see ya.